Hey, howdy there, anyone. So, I am pretty stoked for today. This was posted by Gerald. Oh, well, first of all, I'm a little sick today, so I apologize if I'm a little nasally. Gerald says, crowdfunding, crafting the future of RTS together. Hello, StormGaters. Today we want to talk about crowdfunding and why our studio will be launching a Kickstarter campaign in the near future. So it's not out yet. We've come a long way since Frost Giant Studios was founded, and we've assembled a world-class development team. They have. I've seen their development team, and I'm thoroughly impressed, man. I don't know much about them, but the people that do know much about them have all ranted and raved that they're top-notch in their fields. I'm very, very excited for StormGate. The technology we've built is truly cutting edge, and we believe it sets StormGate up to be the most responsive and fun to play RTS to date. These are big words. These are big, big words. Now, with the help of our playtesters, we're making incredible progress in the game and we'll be kicking off the first stage of our closed beta testing this December. Happy birthday to me! So, why are we doing a Kickstarter? It is because... is it because that's what all the cool RTS games are doing these days? Not quite, though we'd love to be growing some momentum for a beloved game. Any momentum for this game, I'm all about. Stormgate is going to be... I'm really excited for this game, guys. I have not allowed myself to get excited for a game in years, man. Like, there's just literally no point. Because if the game's not out yet, and all these developers are out lying to us, like, why would we believe them? Why would we get on the hype train? But I have allowed myself to get on the Stormgate hype train, man, because this... because of this right here. The technology we've built is truly cutting edge, and we believe it sets Stormgate up to be the most responsive, fun-to-play RTS to date. StarCraft 2, please. 2010. That was 13 years ago. Nothing has competed against StarCraft 2, in my opinion. I mean, people are out there like, oh, this and that, the other, but no. You go play Company of Heroes 2 and try and move the people around, and they're literally moving through mud. Now, okay, maybe you can try and be like, that's part of the game idea. They're literally moving through mud, but you know what? Nah, like, that's not... I grew up playing Yuri's Revenge and Red Alert 2, and it was pretty responsive. Now, I haven't played those games in years, so it's all member berries, but everything I remember about Red Alert 2 and Yuri's Revenge is that it worked. Everything was smooth. And for some reason, every single time I play Company of Heroes or Age of Empires or any of these fucking bullshit games that have come out recently, like, why are the units, why do they feel like that? It's awful. And everything that I've heard about, I heard about, I was listening to this interview with one of the pros from StarCraft 2, and he was sitting there saying that he was just moving the units around because of how good they felt. He was, like, blown away by how good the units felt just moving around the screen. And I'm like, little tiny things like that take a whole lot of work. I don't know anything about any of that work, but that is the reason. That is one of the biggest reasons why these games... Like, I would love to play a World War II simulator. You know, I would love to play Company of Heroes, but just something about the movement, like, really pisses me off. I don't know what it is, man. Alright, sorry about that. Where are we at? I think I was right here. We already have all the funding we need to release the game. This Kickstarter campaign enables us to offer our players these 2 highly requested extras. I wonder what extras. Ah, these two. A unique collector's edition. Many of us have asked us to sell a collector's edition of Stormgate. Quite a few of us enjoy having the Warcraft and Starcraft collector's edition boxes on our shelves at home. They reflect our love for those games' universes. That's what I'm really, like, that's the one thing that I'm holding out hope for and, like, really kind of stepping back on, because StarCraft, I had dreams about StarCraft. Like, that's how ingrained the story was in my brain. Like, I would be going to school as a little young lad, drawing up little zerglings, thinking about their armies moving around, and like, I only ever played the campaign, you know, and I really hope that that whatever Stormgate and Frost Giant bring to the table, like, they know they have to fill those shoes, and I'm excited to see what they have. They I don't remember the guy's name. We'll have to look into it later, but the story developer, I think he was the story guy from Warcraft? Yeah, I'm not sure. But we'll have to look into that later. Collector editions are challenging and expensive to produce, and are largely labor of love dedicated to the game's most passionate fans and supporters. Kickstarter will give us an extra accurate account of exactly how many collector's editions we will need to make. This makes perfect sense. You need to know how many you want to make, and even the people that sign up, you're probably going to want to take 20% off, because, like, most people, I don't know, sometimes you say you want to buy something and then the time comes to buy it and you don't actually buy it, you know? People are crazy. We've already started the process and have prototyped a Vulcan mech statue. Check out this preview video and hope you will all love it. Let's check this out. Yo, I mean, that's pretty cool. But I don't care about the Vulcans, man. I only care about the Infernals. I really do. Hold on. Sorry about that. I mean, it's pretty cool. I don't paint any of these figurines, but I know somebody who does. Founders packs and beta keys. There's nothing we'd like more to invite everybody to playtest our game. The fact is that servers and equipment required to bring in additional testers can get expensive, and we are already at capacity. We want to reward our earliest community members by selling a Founders Pack with exclusive perks, including beta access as a bonus reward. Alright. Valve is an important partner for us, and their policy for early access games only allows us to sell Founders Packs with a limited number of Steam beta keys as a part of a crowdfunding campaign. Interesting. Alright. Through Kickstarter, we can sell Founders Packs and expand our beta testing program before Stormgate goes into early access. Love it. For those of you already playtesting and providing valuable feedback, bastards, we hope that you'll find the other early rewards exciting and consider backing us. So I didn't get access to the alpha. I just didn't put in the time, you know, I just didn't put in the effort. And so, but we're doing it, man. We're getting there. We're gonna get this Stormgate beta key, and I'm gonna be playing the hell out of this. The what's do they call it, hell in Stormgate? I wonder. They call it the Infernals. I wonder where the Infernals come from. Let us know what you think. As an independent studio community, support means everything to us. We see crowdfunding as a continuation of what we've been doing from the very beginning. Making Stormgate together with you, your input, passion, and support have been valuable in getting us this far. Now, it's time for some questions. We'd love hearing from you. This is part of the reason why I'm even here. I heard that if you answer these, you might get a beta key. So that's what we're doing today. Reward tiers. What kind of reward tiers would you find most appealing in Stormgate crowdfunding campaign? So like what? What are they talking about here? Reward tiers. What kind of reward tiers would you find most appealing in a StormGate crowdfunding campaign? I don't know, man. I really I don't want things. And this gets to this one, so we'll just read all these and then answer it. Beta access. How important is earlier access, particularly beta access to you? We'll be giving out a few beta keys to the comments below. Thanks for reading this far. Hell yeah. This is what I'm most interested in. The Collector's Edition. How are you interested in owning a physical Collector's Edition, including the Vulcan mech statue? Would you be interested in unpainted version? Personally, I'm not interested in the mech. Terran has never been interesting to me. I'm gonna be a Vulcan, or I'm gonna be an Infernal player for sure. Let's throw that on there. I'm gonna be a Infernal player for sure, and I don't think there's been any word about the third, because they've said 3, right? They've said 3 races at least. Yeah, maybe 4. And so those little guys, let's see. I've got a picture of him right here. Let's see. These little dudes. Forget the name, obviously, because name slipped me by. These little guys, cute as hell. You give me a little statue of these guys, yeah, done. Getting it. Like, you make one of these for him? For this little dude? Bought. No questions asked, right? But I don't care about this. So it's just, it's just a personal preference. So I'm sure plenty of people are going to buy these. I don't know. Like, there's no personality in these, right? Like, there's no, who is that? Right? That's part of the issue. That's part of what I'm a little worried about is, there needs to be a good story, and they've talked about like a long-term, years-long story, and so they've thought about this, and it's just we haven't seen any of it yet. So yeah, you give me one of these guys though, I would love little figures of these, just little ones though. I hate clutter, and so like, make them little, make them detailed, make them little. Like, I'm all about it, right? But I don't need any of that. So thank you for being an integral part of our community. Your friends at Froststrain Studios. Now Gerald posted this, so let's go ahead and take that, because we're gonna just do this. What are these little dudes called? Let's look that up. StormGate. Beta access. Yes, hello. Yes, hello. Yes, hey, howdy. Just that? Reward tiers? I don't know. I really don't know. I don't care. Like, man, let's think. What have other people said? Let's see. I was kind of worried that the title founds for the game are not enough, TBH. I'm glad that this is not the case. Honestly, yes, same. I would absolutely love a collector's edition if you plan on making a high quality edition. For that statue, I would prefer it painted. Same. I don't want to have to get it painted myself. I don't know that. Yeah. As extra tiers, it depends on what you offer in terms of in-game rewards. Some exclusive stuff could be nice. Yeah, obviously, just so yeah, stuff. exclusive stuff to show support for early access. I liked that. Let's check it out. Infernal host all day. Normally I'm happy with the Kickstarter campaign, especially for an in-game for a game I'm looking forward to, like I do StormGate, but so far the rewards do not interest me at all. I have no interest in collector edition, mixed feelings when a free-to-play game wants to go buy to play for a beta. I get mixed feelings for when a free-to-play game wants to go buy to play for a beta. To be honest, this catches me by surprise and gives me a bad feeling for what might await us on full release regarding monetization. With the information we got right now, I would not participate in the Kickstarter. I would have been willing to pay money for an additional in-game features. Now, I appreciate this. This is nice. Let's see what he said. Let's see what Gerald said. None of our testers have paid for access, but we've reached our capacity, and there's still substantial demand for beta test. Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that want to get into this beta test. Founder Pass sales would allow us to offset the costs for welcoming new playtesters. So I'm guessing they already have all the funding for the game, right? But this was not in the budget. They had funding for the beta, but they have so many people that want to get into the beta that they're saying, look, this is like I'm loving this, because this means that they're not using part of the budget like for stuff that wasn't meant for it, right? There was part of the budget that went to servers for the beta, but they're getting emails all day, every day about getting beta access, and so they're saying, all right, here's some access, but we need help with it. All right, Regarding your mixed feelings, we aim to be fully transparent about everything we sell. We won't sell player power. For example, we won't sell player power, for example. StormGate will not be pay-to-win RTS. We will... Somebody copy that. Somebody copy and paste that right there. Copy and paste that for later. Because so many games have said shit, and then they just don't do it. But I trust these guys. I really, really do. I really, really trust these guys. So... we plan to sell story content, new playable heroes. We plan to sell story content. So like StarCraft did, they released the first story for free, and then the next ones, what was it? Was it Zerg first? No, it was probably Terran, right? Yeah. So they released Terran first, and then they sold the Protoss and Zerg as story packs for like $20 or something like that. And if these guys, if Frost Giant do something similar, I'm totally on board. New playable heroes for our multiplayer modes and optional cosmetics. That's what you can expect in a Founders Pack for starters. A Founders Pack would be a way for you to directly support the team by pre-purchasing this content, which you may have already planned to purchase, while also receiving bonus rewards as our thanks for being an early supporter. If you'd rather wait to try out the game during early access before deciding whether or not you want to purchase any content, that's okay with us too. This game is going to be completely free to play. And so this is just a way to get in a little bit early, which I'm totally on board with. It is important to us that you feel good about anything that you choose to purchase. We are in this for the long haul. They have stated this multiple times. They are in this for the long haul. And I am sure that we will make some mistakes along the way, but I hope that you feel like we've always been honest and fair with how we treat our players. I love this. Dope. I mean, I don't know. I'm not familiar with Reddit. Is it not nice to reply and just say dope? It doesn't add anything. I'll just say thank you. Thank you so much for this clarification. Um, you selling early access is selling player power. I think that it's incredibly disingenuous to ask people to pay with such little publicly available information. For people in the alphas, maybe they want to know enough to be confident buying the game, but for anybody who didn't get in, I'm disappointed they'd purchase it. Nothing against Frost Giant Studios in particular, or Zero Space devs, but people buying shit sandwiches is why we get shit sandwiches. What? No, this has entirely to do with developers and whether or not the like money is being directed towards shit that actually matters. And these guys are showing us that I don't know. In my opinion, these guys are showing us they are managing their money very well. So, all right, let's see here. Exclusive stuff to show support for early access. Don't. I mean, what do you? I just don't know. I'd rather all the money be spent on servers and the game in general. Beta access. How important is earlier access, particularly beta access to you? We'll be giving out a few beta keys to commenters below, as well as thanks for reading this far. Yeah, I definitely want to play this game. I don't know. I'm here for it, man. I'm so ready for a team-based StarCraft. That's like, in my mind, this is what I want StormGate to be, is a team-based RTS. And that's basically what they've talked about, is that they want to make team-based 3v3 as a core, 1v1 as a core, but team-based community is definitely where it's at. So, how interested in you owning a physical collector's edition, including the Vulcan mech statue? Would you be interested in an unpainted version? So, give us mini imps. That's what I want. I don't care about the mech. Infernal all day. Painted, I'd rather the money be spent towards the game, though. Honestly, I don't care about all these fucking trinkets. Like, I want them to. What I care about is them making a good game, right? Like, this is the thing we want. We all want a good game. So, I mean, come on. I don't know. I'm not rich either, but like, it's probably gonna be $20 or something, right? Like, to like the basic tier, I can't imagine it's gonna be a lot. And like, these are just for the hardcore people that want to get in the game early, you know? So I mean, you don't. You're good. If it's the difference between food and a beta key, you should probably buy food, you know? Like, so I appreciate these guys uh all over the, I just, ooh, 222. Look at that, baby. So I'm stoked. I think these guys are going to do a really good job. I don't mind the fact that they have already maxed out their server capacity in their alpha testing, and they're asking for funding in order to get more servers. I see no issue with that.